My name's Chris Epplin. I'm a native of Pike County, a veteran in the Army, and a local artist and illustrator. I owe so much of my creativity from growing up in a small general store my family owned and operated in the hills of eastern Kentucky for over 60 years, Johnson's Store. Based on the deep ties my family has to the region, I knew I would find bits of our history as I cleaned the store out. What I didn't expect, and my reason for documenting this here, is parts of myself there too. Welcome. Yeah, so entering this store has been something else, hasn't it?
Yep.
We found a lot of stuff. I mean, a lot. Pipe smoking tobacco. I mean, things you might imagine. Artifacts. Even history. Like, for instance, the January 17th, 1994 12-inch snow. But one thing I didn't think we'd find. We found a lot of records. I'm talking bills. Now, you have to imagine, back in the day, Kiki, when you went into a store and you wanted to buy something, you'd have money, you could charge it. And at our grandparents' store, your great-grandparents, are hundreds and maybe thousands of charge account slips. Now, this is people who never paid their bills, and my grandparents never went after them, your great-grandparents. Like, maybe from 1914. General stores operated this way. General stores were the hub of the community. You would go in. This is before the internet, folks. This is before anything, really. If you wanted something, it was like a little community hangout spot. You wanted something, you could place an order and get it, right?
Yeah.
Like, think about if you wanted a new Paw Patrol toy, where would you go to get it?
Store.
A store. But now we use what? Amazon. And you could charge stuff on Amazon, right?
Yeah.
But what I couldn't believe is like all these accounts that no one ever paid. My grandparents never went after them. And, well, they're still there. But, hey, bygones be bygones, right? So let's build a bear together.
Yes.
Do you remember painting this bear?
Yeah.
So when I first started out sorting through the store, painting on this bear, there's two things I need to do. First, you lay a foundation.
Yeah.
You know what that means? I'll tell you. So the first thing you have to do is paint over something before you can paint it. So what I would do, I would look at what I wanted to paint. I have to put color down first, then draw on the color, then paint over the top of the color. Does that make sense?
Yep, that makes sense.
Tell me a little bit about how, do you like art?
Yep.
What was your favorite thing to draw? If you could draw anything, what would you draw? Like, what do you like to draw? Dogs, cats, people, what?
Daddy.
Oh, you draw Daddy good too. Trust me, she really does. So the foundation paint's like what you see here. It's just a few colors laid on the body of the bear, right? And then from there, what do we do?
Try to
put detail. So what you're seeing here is actually me trying my best to go from my original idea. And I'm using, believe it or not, a chalk pen.
Yeah, chalk pen.
And if you can zoom in here, there we go, we can see it. That's what I'm trying to do. So I know what I'm shooting for before I do it. Now you can see this bear, like I said, outside the Appalachian Center of the Arts. If you go there, you'll see the final version. But I'm drawing the hillbilly version of the bear. So we have Hillbilly Days coming up pretty soon here. And I have to sketch it out. So I start out with the general character at the top. And then below it, I'm adding all the details. So here we go. Now you can see with the finished version. Remember this, Kieran?
Yeah.
Remember the hillbilly guy and all the buttons? He's holding up the banner. And look at that, all the people, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that go to Hillbilly Days. You want to go to Hillbilly Days?
Yeah.
What's your favorite thing about going to Hillbilly Days? Is it the rides or the funnel cakes? The rides?
The rides funnel cake. Rides and the funnel cake.
Good. Me too, buddy. Me too.